Yo, what's good with everybody, man? I hope everybody's having a productive day, feeling blessed. And like I always say, it's one life, one chance. We only got one chance to do this right. Let's get it done. Well, y'all see who I brought on stage, man.
Woo!
The video he dropped that I did in reaction to him, man, you guys blew it up. So I decided to do an interview with him, ask him a couple questions, let him tell his side of the story. So with that being said, introduce yourself and where you from, my boy.
What's up? My name's Picasso. I'm originally from Covina.
Hell yeah. So what's it like, man? What was it like growing up out there where you were living out in Southern California?
Well, like, I claim Covina and stuff, but like I really grew up in a small town called Laughlin, Nevada, like just like an hour and a half south of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So like I grew up out there in a really small town. And then when I started getting in trouble and stuff, like when I was 18, I moved back to, where like I originally started. I was like a little kid out in Covina, but then my mom moved over there. And so I came back out here and got on drugs, started doing meth when I was 18. And then I hit LA County Jail. And they were like, dude, where are you from? I'm like, I'm from Laughlin. And they're like, no, where'd you get arrested, dude? And I was like, oh, Covina. They're like, that's where you're from. That's it. So it's been that way ever since, bro. You're from Covina, bro, and that's it.
So you got busted and went to LA County Jail when you were 18 years old. What was that experience like?
Oh man, it was different, like because you're in there and you're like having to. It's a whole nother life, you know what I mean? But like I was told, like if you're able to walk in LA County Jail, then you could go anywhere in life and have no problems, as far as like the system or whatever. But even like in real life, like if you're white and you can make it through LA County Jail without getting jumped or beat up or victimized, then you're good. You know what I mean? Because that right there, whites get it bad, bro. Whites get it real bad in LA County Jail, dog.
Why is that though?
It's
I've never
because we're
been
like
curious
the
about.
lessest, we're the lessest population, and a lot of whites come in all super shot out. You know what I mean? They're a bunch of transients and stuff like that from like off the streets, Hollywood Boulevard, junkies. You know what I mean? And so it's just like they don't have like the correct like mañas and stuff like that. Like they don't have like the correct way to carry, and they just be doing goofy stuff, dude. And it's always like, hey man, like what's up with this? Like you guys gotta handle that. You know what I mean? Like you always got the Southerners right there pushing a hard line. So it's like, you got to follow suit. Like if you're with the business, then you're gonna like make sure your people are doing good. So there is no problems.
Yeah. So did you get into any trouble when you're in LA County Jail?
Um, you know the difference between a convict and an inmate. A convict
Yeah.
gets away with it, dog. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
through like my like young experience and stuff like that, I learned how to get away with it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I learned how to maneuver. I learned how to move. I learned how to like carry. Like I grew up in there, county born and state raised. You know what I mean? So it's like I learned how to be a man inside jail and shit like that. So
That's actually a good philosophy. A lot of people can relate to that. I was in jail since 13 up until 18. 18 did 15 years straight. When you get raised in the system, you're gonna be taught how to be a man. Yes, it's convict ways. Yes, it's criminal mentality, but you still learn how to grow up. You still learn how to mature. You get taught in education. You get taught how to conduct yourself. You get taught a lot of different things, and people do grow up and mature. It's just the criminal lifestyle that we're caught up in.
no, yeah, 100%, bro. And it's like you learn about being clean. You learn about keeping your stuff nice. You learn about rolling your mat, like staying up. This time you have to be on your feet. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? So it's like a bunch of conditioning because like I went in there like completely green, and what emerged is a tattooed face, freaking, a lifer. You really can't see, man. I'm trying to get some good line, but tattooed up now, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lifestyle now, you know what I mean? Like we get sucked into it and we start buying into it, and it's like, man, I'm gonna do this for the rest. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, hold up, time out. Do I get a redo?
Yeah. So being white, right? Did you associate yourself with any certain cliques, or you just typically just ran just a regular white guy?
No, see, now that's where it gets interesting, dude. That's where it gets real interesting because when I went in, I was just a regular wood or whatever. My first term, before the sap yard like became a no-no place, you know, for whites and Southerners. It was actually a good place to go. That's where Robert Downey Jr. went.
Yeah, I
Okay, so
remember.
I was in the same yard that Robert Downey Jr. There was a mural of on the wall with that dude's face on it.
Oh wow, yeah, they do. They
Yeah.
do. They every time you go to that prison, they do talk. That's like the first thing they say. You know, Robert Downey Jr. was here. Like, so
Yep.
what?
Yeah, it was like new. It was the new Corcoran. Yeah, new Corcoran. It was like F yard. I was on F yard. So
Mhm.
when I went in, I was just a regular guy. But you know, being at like, you know, all my freaking heroes and stuff all had tattooed faces. They were all like high, you know, like high level Peckerwoods and stuff like that. So it was just like those were my heroes growing up. Like, man, look at my dad, man. He got big old muscles, you know, like in and out, selling drugs. You know, look at my Uncle Viper, you know, like, whoop, you know, I want to be like that. I want to be gangster. You know what I'm saying? How does that dude say in that movie? Is all my life, all I wanted to be was a gangster. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
good fellas.
Yeah. So it was just like, you know, like I was inspired to be with it, you know, like, and then my first term, man, I've never gotten so many fights with my own people, dude. It was rough, dude, because like the whites, they're like get down for me. Like it was just weird, you know, like they were always sex playing, grab assing and stuff, and I really didn't like that. I'm like, bro, get off my butt cheeks, dog. Like quit grabbing my ass, dude. Like straight up. I mean, like, dog, I don't want to see that, bro.
I
Come
don't
on,
want to see
dude.
that.
Like,
They're busting eyes.
dude, I mean, it's just like I don't wanna talk about, man. But geez Louise, dude, they play tough. You know what I'm saying? But they say, what's the point of being the master race if you can't do what the hell you want? You know what I mean? And so I was just like, bro, I don't like playing like that. So,
What's the point of being a master race if you can't do what the hell you want? That was their motto.
yeah, dude. And it was like, whoa, I mean, that's pretty cool. but, but nah, dude, I don't want you to touch my butt, dude. It's this thing. You're like, get off me. I know you're playing, but god dang, dude, get back.
But you make a
So,
valid point, though. Yeah, you
right.
fought most of your white race more than you fought anybody else.
Right, because all the Vietos and stuff, like, because I'm from the Valley, you know, that's the car I run with is SGV, and so like the Hispanic Vietos, like the South Sider, like people from the Valley, they were like, hey, this is Valle right here, and so like they were giving me all the clutcha, like they were pulling me up, schooling me. I used to eat with them, I used to work out with them, and the whites they would always talk like mad shit to me, dude, and it's like, we could run it. We could run it. You know, like every other week, man, for like 2 months straight, bro. I was in the cell, dude, just scrapping, dude. And it was like, damn,
Mm.
you know what I mean? And it was my own people, bro, because I was cool with the Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's like, yeah, but why are they giving me problems? Like, what's up? Like, they used to call me kid, you know what I'm saying? So they'd be like, man, kid, like what it is, dude, like, go handle that shit. That's it. And I'm like, okay. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So it was like I wasn't running with the Southsiders, but I was really good with them, dude. Like really close. We were like brothers and stuff, dude. So it was really cool. You know what I mean? Because I got a lot of like my mannerism, like like on my TikTok, I'm always saying like "What's up, essay" and shit, like because that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like I just like I'm homie washed. You know what I'm saying? Like I lean like a cholo, elbows
Hey.
side to side. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. You know. But that's like the stilo now. You know. But it's like I had a rough first term and I did like a violation, and then that's when I did like my first violation for a misdemeanor DUI. You know what I mean? And then but during my first term, I got into it with the dude Rascal from Stomford, dude. I got into it with him like on some like he came up to me playing me in the shower, and then like a black dude came up to me playing me in the shower. You know what I mean? And and I went up to the black dude after I put my shoes on and stuff, dried off and stuff, and I went up and I was like, "What's up, then?" You know, I went pushing on the black guy, and then Rascal comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, kick it off with the homies, dog." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "I'm the one who started the joke. Kick it off with me." After that, Rascal and I never talked again. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So then that's when the skinheads they were like, "Hey, bro, come over here, dude. We've been letting you do what you want, but you need to bring it on home. Like come back to the White House, doggy."
Mm-hmm.
And so they started passing me literature to like copy. Dirt Bike Mike, I'll never forget him, dude. He was like one of my mentors, you know, pulling me up in that, you know, in the ways, you know, being a skinhead and being this, putting your boots on, you know, strapping up and you know, since I already learned a lot from the Southsiders on how to conduct myself, I finished my schooling off with, like the 14 words: we must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children. And it was just being ingrained in my brain, bro. Like totally brainwashed, dude. It was crazy.
Now about that 14 word saying, like what is it like for those that are, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people on the internet are aware of the saying, but they don't know what it actually means, like what it means to a skinhead, what it means to the white race. So maybe
Well,
if you
it's
could
like
break
it's
down.
like well, dude, like when you're a skinhead, you're not supposed to be on drugs. You're actually supposed to be a pillar of your community, and the whole skinhead movement. I looked up the history on YouTube, and it started because Jamaicans immigrated to England, and they brought reggae, and there was already like punk rock music, and all the kids used to wear braces, like always used to wear braces and boots because they were the working class. They
Yes.
would wear tight fitting clothes because it was clean and sharp. You know what I mean? And it just looked nice, and they always wanted to look nice, and then they would listen to ska music. Like that's how the whole skinhead movement started, dude.
Yeah.
Was ska music because the Jamaicans brought it to England and they mixed it like punk rock music with ska, like reggae music, and what came out was ska. So like, but yeah, all that neo-Nazi fascism stuff is like, I've done a lot of history and homework on Hitler, dude, and that dude was a POS, dog. I would never hang out with him. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, of
Like what he did
course.
to women and children is not cool.
Yes. But he is praised in the white car and the white movement with the skinheads is pretty much, the hero in itself.
Well, I mean, like what he was doing for Germany when he started out was like, like he wanted to make strong, like, independent, like, in Germany steel and stuff like that. He was trying to build up his country. But then he got on this ideology that I personally like. I'm not even German. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I'm Native American, almost 25% Native American, and I'm English Irish. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like, eh, I really can't, like, I really can't. I just can't.
You can't. He's
I just can't, dog. I listen to punk rock and stuff like that, but the 14 words, we must secure the existence of our people. So the 14 words, we must secure the existence of our people, which is, like build each other up. You know what I'm saying? Help each other out, and a future for white children. So like when you have like white kids, which I don't even have any white kids, it's really weird. It's really weird. They're all mixed babies. So, but it doesn't matter, dude. I'm not about that life. But yeah, dude, it's just part of the propaganda that they push, and to make you feel strong, you know what I mean? To make it that way. Like when you're in there, it's like the camaraderie that you get addicted to, because you got your homeboys and your comrades right there, and it's just like, yeah, I belong. You know what I mean? I come from a broken home, dude. I just wanted to belong somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Because the way I see it from all the skinheads that I talked to and some of the ones that I had at Sellies, to secure the right race was the pillars of the community. They wanted everybody to be businessmen. They wanted everybody to run, the school districts. They wanted the school districts to belong to their white children. And I told them, I was like, in a multiculturalism society of the United States, bro, that I think that's war is lost. I mean, Hitler had an ideology for Germany with the Hitler's Youth and all that. That didn't even work. So if that didn't work then with the military army and a country to back them up, it's not gonna work now. But yet they still preach that 14 word saying to this day.
Well, yeah, and everything's all good. Like to each his own. I'm not bashing nothing. I just, from what I've experienced being in prison and the hardships that I've had to go through with my own people, like it took all like the spectacularness out of it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, damn, dude, like these people are treating me this way, bro, and I'm actually like with the biz, like I'll go handle business. You know what I mean? Like I'm quick to be, I'll do it, dude. Like, and it's just like what I experienced later on in my like prison career was like devastating to me, because it was my own people treating me like I'm trash or something. And it's just like, damn, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of hypocrisy in each and every faction, in each and every ethnic group and group segment that takes place, especially with the whites when they say there's a no hard drug policy and whites love Islam.
Oh, hey, dude, I'm telling you right now, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. My comrade Stretch from Bomber Boy, San Diego, dude, got me strung out on the heron, dude. You know why they call it heron, right? Because from
Mm.
here on out, you finna be strung out. Woo! Damn, dude, it was rough, doggy.
I ain't never heard that, and I was on
Hey,
heroin
that's
for
why they
8
call it
years.
heron, because from here on out, you finna be strung out. That's
Yeah, yeah.
real though, dude, because he was just giving me little sniffs out the cuchara and stuff like that, out the spoon. But then like he was like getting tired of doing that for me, and I was like, bro, I want to get loaded. And he's like, you ready to do it for real? Stick your arm out. Here you go, dog. Put it out with no hesitation, bro.
Mm.
Just like that, reeled me in, dude.
Hey, what is the reason why a lot of the whites still read Hitler's book?
Oh, I don't know. I won't read it.
Yeah, because I noticed that a lot of the skinheads, the USAS, the wars, Aryan resistance, they were always reading that book. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, bro, that's like it's a historical book. I get it. You know, he left a biography, he left his thumbprint behind. But I never understood like the fascination. Like, you're not gonna recreate what Hitler did. I don't think anybody in this world could redo what Hitler did ever again. So it's like I wanted to
Yeah.
know what they were learning from it.
Yeah, I don't all I know is what I see on the documentaries and stuff like that. Like I got enough going on with myself, you know what I mean? Just trying to stay positive, just trying to like reinvent myself to be a better person than I was yesterday, dude. Like I won't even entertain it, dude. Like it's just, bro, I'm just right here with my, like I just want to do family things, bro, and just be done with like all that rhetoric, dude. It's all rhetoric, bro.
Rhetoric. That's a good word. That's a good word. So how did you get into your sobriety, man? What was it like before that made you kind of open your eyes and say, you know what, it's time for me to get sober?
Well, okay, so I was strung out, right, out there in Arizona, and I would just sit and listen to people like, man, we gotta come up, we gotta come up. I would go to Walmart, do my thing, come back, take the stuff that I got, dude, to the dope man, barely make it by, running around with snot on my nose, sick and all this other stuff, bro. And it's just like I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, dude. And one time, because I don't get involved in organized religion inside jail. Like I won't go to prayer circles. I'm not gonna stand or go with the Christian car, nothing like that. But if I want to read a book inside my cell by myself on my rack, I'll pick up the Bible and read because I want better insight on life. And I came across this Bible verse one time when I was sitting in Las Vegas County Jail, Can't Complete Drug Court, CCDC, Clark County Detention Center. I was reading the Bible, just looking for answers, bro. Like I was desperate to find the answer, and I was reading in Genesis. I forget the chapter and stuff, but it says it's right after Cain killed his brother Abel, or Abel killed Cain, or something like that. And God asked him, like, "Hey, man, like, why are you looking down at the ground? Like, why are you sad? Like, what's wrong? Like, if you do what is right, will you not be accepted?" And that Bible verse alone was something like it planted a seed inside of me, because I was just like I was so strung out and so crazy on drugs that like none of my family, I got a very like small family, I got a couple brothers and stuff, but they wouldn't even let me in their house, bro. And it like hurt me, I was just like, damn, like if I do what is right, will I not be accepted? And so that planted a seed with me, it resonated with me. So you go 12 years, you know what I mean? And I would sit around and I was all strung out, high off meth, high off heroin, and just everybody's talking about gangster stuff, bro. Everybody's talking about it, dude. And I just like got tired one day. I was super sick, super Malia's, dude. And I was just like, fuck, man, I'm gonna go get a car, dude. F this, dude. I'm like, dude, I'm about it, homie. Like, I'm gonna show these Arizona boys how gangster I am, dude. So I went up on a car dealership, was just opening cars, looking for the keys. I hit a car that had keys, had a water tank in the back, and one of those. It was ones that wash all the cars. I just started it up and took off, bro. Right? So that's how it like. So I did 12 years heroin addiction, bro. Strung out, dude. So at the final end of my run, I ended up taking a car from this dude to pick a fight. He called the cops immediately, right? But but he was in the game. He was like, he would sell out of his house or whatever. But like, he called the cops immediately. But I took that truck off the thing, and I was taking it to all the trap houses, and I'm like, dude, let's take it apart. You know, everybody's like, dude, you got to get that thing out of here, bro. We don't want that attention here. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm trying to get well, bro. I'll give it to you. Just give me something, right? I'm sick, bro. I need it. And everybody was like, nah, bro, get out of here. Get out of here. You know, everywhere I went, everybody's like, bro, you got to get that car out of here, bro. Take it with you. Get yourself out of here, bro. You're hotter than fish grease right now. So I got arrested, and I started a prison term out in Arizona. And that was the start of when I wanted to change.
So it was a reality check. Like you finally just got enough of it on.
Yeah, because it's like you bang your head up against the wall so many times, man. You keep ending in this, like doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. This is definition of insanity. Anybody can go to any dictionary and find that. You know, maybe not verbatim, but like they're gonna find that the definition, dude, is you keep doing the same thing and you expect something different to come out of it. It's not going to, and you're insane. You know what I mean? So it was like, so when I hit prison in Arizona, I was like, bro, it's time to change. So that was it. You know what I mean? As soon as I stepped off the bus in Arizona, they were like, hey, what kind of skinhead are you? And I was like, I didn't even know I was like classified as a skinhead or nothing like that. I didn't know I was on, like when the police pull me over, dude, they run my name and it's like skinhead. And I was like, God dang, dude, you guys reading tattoos or something, dude? Like, what the hell's going on, man? So it was a trip because I had the Eye of Odin on my elbow. It's covered up. Oh shit, I changed my camera, but I
Yeah.
had the Eye of Odin right there, covered it up. I had 2316 on my face. I covered up the 23. It was just like, it's time to change, bro. Like, there's only one thing I got to change about myself, and that's everything. And that's what they say in the program of AA and NA. You just got to change one thing, bro, and that's everything.
So you do the programs?
Oh yeah, dude. I'm in it. I've been going to the AA meetings since I've been 14. I was living with my pops inside of a sober living house with him, and my uncle just paroled, and it was all convicts in there. You know what I mean? And I had to get up, do a chore at 14 years old, and I had to hit a certain amount of meetings a week. I had to go to the house meetings. Like the same rules applied, even though I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad had enough juice right there. Like he was like, "Look, I'm gonna pay for my son to live here, dog." You know what I mean? But he had me like doing all like making his coffee and stuff like that, like training me to be a celly and shit, dude. It was he'd be yelling at me in the morning like, "Hey, got my coffee." I was like, God dang, dude, kick back, old man.
Sometimes we need. I think a lot of us need strict discipline in our lives, and if we were able to get it from a gang, there's nothing wrong with getting it from a sober house, transitional housing unit, even work now. Me and you both got a job. We do kind of this. We're in the same field when it comes to production operations. Strict program, strict discipline sometimes does work. It works effectively as long as you're receptive to it.
No, yeah, and then so for sure, dude, because my whole trip I did 3 years, 2 years, 10 months out there in Arizona. They still smoke, they still chew. Like you could buy cigarettes on canteen. It's all good, Like everybody's like, man, I can't wait to get to the yards. Roll me a cigarette, In California, you got to get it out of somebody's butt, dude. But right here, man, we're just getting it off canteen. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh man, I've slammed so much drugs that came out of somebody's butt where you can taste the dookie. Like,
dude, dude, you're rolling a lanio, dude, and it just smells like caca.
yeah,
That's
like,
gross, dude. Yeah, dude, it's nasty.
Smell like Labrador. What's Labrador?
Yeah,
Shit.
dude, Labrador, dude. My dog ate my stash. That's
Yeah.
funny, dude. But you talked about discipline. You talked about structure. That's one thing I lacked in my life, bro. Was discipline, bro. Was
Mm-hmm.
structure. But when I was inside, dude, the way I got pressed as soon as I pulled up, bro, I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa. Because I had that Eye of Odin, and like, Johnny Rotten from Supreme Power Skins, bro, he gave me the blessing to even get it. You know what I mean? So like everything was sanctioned over here, but over there, they're like, hey, who gave you that? It's like, what, homie? Like I earned it. You know what I mean? Like I'm from California, dude. Like I don't know what these questions are, dude. And it was a trip, like how I got approached as soon as I landed, bro. They thought I was NLR. and they were gonna get me because they thought I was a Nazi lowrider.
Yeah.
Like, I even had an inmate come up to me at nighttime and lift up my shirt, bro. Physically lift up my shirt, like, "Hey, bro, I gotta check your tats." I was like, whoa, wait, excuse me, dude. And he's like, "Nah, homie, you're gonna lift your shirt up right now. Take it off." I was like, "God damn, dude." I was like, "Fuck, you're gonna mind somebody." I was like, "Son of a bitch, okay." But I mean, God, dude, you're pressing kind of hard, bro. And he's like, "Dude, it's just a thing, bro. We gotta check." And I was like, "Okay." So that motherfucker taking pictures of me. I thought the gang task force was on me, dog. I was like, "Okay, so here's my tattoos, bro." He's like, "Oh, okay, you're good. You're good." But I was just like blown away at the level of disrespect, bro. Like, I was just like, wow, this is a culture shock. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially coming from California, and it's not like that, bro. It's like even if you did something stupid out there, like, you could clean it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you're on the streets acting a fool and you robbed the wrong person, like, then the big homie, you got to go check in with them, and then you got to come back out, and then it's like, okay, you're good. Like, we already, like, everybody's in communication, you know that. So it's like, like, you're just on the next shooting mission, dog, and you gotta do the cleanup,
Yeah.
and that's it. You're gonna disrupt your program, and you're gonna go sit in the shoe, depending on how bad it is. And what do you want to do? Do you want to shoot, or do you want to be the guys that are beating the guy up after you get him? I'll be the shooter, damn it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least I'll get away, dude. Hopefully, you know what I mean? But the guys that get stuck, punching on them afterwards, bro, it's like, okay, you guys are.
Which
Where's the
never made a lot of sense why somebody would be the bomber and you're gonna catch the same case as if you were the stabber.
exactly?